Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And this, unfortunately, is another word you have to learn. This is another thing maybe.
Oh, God.
I know, right? I mean.
What have I said? Way too many words.
Yeah, I mean, I just got what flex meant. I mean, come on. I got to get another one I got to work on? All the kids out there talking about certain slang. And so the kids, you know.
I'm sorry. Could you not sound 95 years old when you present those?
Well, I'm just saying that.
Do this break. Restart.
No, because no one I know talks like this, but I'm curious if somebody out there is talking like this. That's part of the fun of seeing who's talking like this.
I, for one, am happy that you don't know a bunch of children. I'd like to say that.
No, that's fair. I also don't. I would feel like the biggest douche if I ever used these words, so I'm not doing that. I don't want to.
Okay.
But everybody else can have them. They can have them and enjoy them and live their life. Just not me.
Like a total a-hole.
like a total a-hole. So, Kenzie, I'm curious if you know this word.
Okay.
Being on the border of Gen Z and millennial.
Okay.
Mogging. Have you heard this?
I have heard it.
Okay. Can you give me a definition of mogging? Or what a mog is?
I think, I believe, and I could be wrong, honestly. I think that's what you like. I mean, if I had to update a term, it would be like if you like dunked on somebody, right? Like that would be like my updated version. Like I just owned you, bitch.
See, I like that. That I dunked on someone. I like that phrase.
Yeah.
I can relate to that one.
But you like the dunking phrase, not the mogging
Correct.
phrase.
I would never update it. I would not update it to mogging. I'd say I dunked on you.
I would never update
I
it.
would never do that. Never.
Not an a-hole.
Yeah. What do I look like? Some piece of garbage?
Oh, no, it looks like some mogger.
So to dunk on someone. Case, what do you think it
it's
is?
to dunk on someone.
I think Kenzie said that incredibly well. I will slightly alter it and just say it's a term that I think is used when you're trying to one-up somebody. Similar but different.
One up. Yeah, I'm trying to see like if one up, how different that is on it. It's like because it would continue.
Well, if you're plotting, that's almost like if you're like, is that what you mean, Case? Like you're almost intentionally like, I gotta get ahead of this one versus just naturally. Kind of like a boss just naturally owning them.
I think dunking on somebody is something that happens spontaneously in the moment. I think one-upping is something that happens when you scheme, when you plan ahead.
That's what I'm trying to think. There's more of a long game with one-upping.
You gotta have a long game.
Because you got to keep one-upping.
Yeah.
If you one-up once and you see the person again, you can't just show up and go like, and then they get you back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you one-up one time, that's basically nothing.
Yeah, that's just luck of the draw.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while, you know?
What?
Did you start drinking in the commercial break?
No, that's a phrase I want to bring back more of. Sun shines on a dog's ass. So.
That was a saying?
You never heard that one?
No.
Okay, let's go through that one before we get to mogging.
Yeah, see if you have an origin where that started.
So
I don't think it's from ancient Chinese.
So there was this monk. Even the sun shines on a dog's ass some days, meaning you're so lucky, like something good happened out of nowhere. It's like, well,
I guess I understand the concept, right?
Oh, it didn't sound like you understood it. Like you wanted more of an explanation.
I just can't believe that was a saying.
Oh, it's still a good one. I still like it.
An oldie but a goodie.
I'm going to keep using that one instead of mogging.
Do you have an origin on that?
I was trying to get one. They should go to Urban Dictionary.
I don't care where you go.
I got way too much sleep this weekend. I'm wired.
Yeah, I came in. Brian was and I liked it because normally he's too tired when I come in, but he was rearing to start the show at 4:30 this morning.
Let's go. So the phrase, even the sun shines on a dog ass some days, often with butt or arse replaced in there on that,
But Brian did it, didn't he?
is an idiom meaning that sooner or later everyone experiences some good luck or success, even if they are not typically deserving or talented.
That's why Kenzie doesn't know the phrase, is she's never gotten that good luck.
You know why? Because I'm constantly mogging your ass. I don't need anyone every day. Jordan.
Just keep dunking on everybody.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just winning.
I'm trying to find an origin here. I can't find it. That's just basically the
We'll type in the phrase and then put origin after it.
Oh, does that work? Let's see here. I put in sun shines on dog's ass origin, and it came in something about the sun dogs. It's a meteorological phenomenon of bright, colorful spots. I better do a deep dive in this in a second. We'll come back during Local Age. You guess what? If everybody knows what mogging is, and maybe I'm the one left out on this, fine. But text in 312-591-8300, and we'll see if Kenzie or Case is right, or you are right. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We want to get a hold of you before you get out the door because you might have off work today, and maybe no one told you. So we're going to tell you about that in 10 minutes. So don't leave the house until we talk to you in 10 minutes about it.
Well,
Brian.
that would be exciting on the edge of my seat.
No, not you.
Oh.
You got to stay. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. First, the fact that makes your brain go. We're talking about mogging and what that means. And Kenzie thinks it means to be dunked on, to dunk on somebody. That means you win. You mog them.
Like metaphorically, of course.
Yes. And then Case thinks it's more like in a one-upping, continuing a long game, a scheming of one-upping somebody, mogging. But before we get there, I found the origin of even the sun shines on a dog's ass some days.
Beautiful.
Found the origin of this, which goes back, believe it or not, 450 years. It goes back that long.
What?
With early variations. Now, it's not exactly how it's said there in today's version, how I say it, but early variations appeared in the 16th century. It was popularized in Shakespeare's Hamlet, where the quote is, "Let Hercules himself do what he may. The cat will mew, and the dog will have its day."
Wow.
So the dog will have its day. Every dog has its day.
A tad more eloquent, dare I say.
I mean,
I
can't remember that unless I'm have it in front of me on my phone. If I'm trying to say it to somebody and mog them possibly, I'd have to have that laid out in front of my phone to go for it.
Yeah, everyone feels like sick bird when you're staring at your phone, Googling.
But I can, in my head, remember even the sun shines on a dog's ass someday pretty easy.
Well, who could forget that?
Yeah, the other one's very eloquent, but that's where it started. Every dog has its day. Now getting to mogging. So I guess in a way, both of you are kind of right. Case may be a little closer in this one, where mogging, and trying to explain this, the actual definition of it is tougher than that Shakespearean one.
I can't wait.
So, Urban Dictionary defines mogging as when you get a nasty pumping out, angle another person, or making them look little compared to you.
Yeah.
The nasty pumping out, I had to almost go for the origin of that. Is that a basketball move?
I'm sure it is.
But that was a little confusing. But essentially it is making yourself, I didn't realize this part of it, is you're physically more attractive than someone else or just smarter or in whatever world you dunk on them, if you will.
A lot of the time, from my understanding, 27, trying to be hip, trying to stay cool, trying to stay relevant, is that the phrase mogging is used a lot of the time with the term looks maxing. Do you know what looks maxing is? Okay.
No, I'm not getting that one.
So there's an ASU frat leader named Clavicular.
What is happening right now? I feel like I've lost control.
An Arizona State frat leader.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
Named Clavicular. That sounds inappropriate. That sounds like a body part.
He goes by the name Clavicular. You can look him up on Wikipedia.
Okay. He's got a Wikipedia page?
Yes, and it's long, too.
How do you spell clavicular?
It's CLAVICULAR.
Brian can't find it or spell it. You know what I'm saying?
Very, very funny, Kenzie.
So, he does a lot of looks maxing, which is when he's better looking than somebody, and then he frame mogs them, which is when he's in the same frame as somebody, and he appears to be bigger and more masculine than they are.
I'm gonna go walk in the lake. I'm done. I can't live in this world anymore. So I put in him, and then images, and all these clavicle images come up, like skeletons showing the clavicle.
You need to look up clavicular influencer.
Oh my God.
This is.
Wait, so I think I'm confused.
I think you are too.
I got it. He's very handsome, actually.
I know.
That sucks.
Allegedly, he uses meth to stay lean.
It's working.
I know. He looks great. He looks awesome.
I mean,
Drop the routine.
if he can still stay in at ASU, that fine organization, that fine school.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good looking.
Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like we really rushed past the concept of it. Looks maxing is when you look better than someone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he's posting pictures of people that he looks better than.
He's posting pictures with people where he's more masculine and bigger looking than they are, and then people are commenting.
Oh, it's like when girls have a bunch of ugly friends and they go out with them so they're the hottest in the group.
Yeah. Yeah, he's sort of the opposite of a duff. So in his photos, people are going, wow, you're really frame mogging him with your looks maxing content. And looks maxing has its own Wikipedia page now, too.
Now, did you... Okay, hold on. First off, April just texted and said it's too early for this. It's too early. Did he invent the word mogging?
He's where I discovered it from. And I discovered it from a coworker who was very eager to tell me all of this a few weeks ago, and I had to get caught up on the lingo.
Did he or she mog you?
She mogs me constantly, but I felt like it was important to know this in case it came up on the show, and then it did. And now I know too much now. I don't like that I know all of this.
So here's his Wikipedia page, complicated legacy here. In December 2025, a live stream clip of clavicular hitting a man with a Tesla Cybertruck went viral and brought him wider attention.
He's like, I just mogged his ass.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Coming up in sports, a Chicago sports team did something they haven't done in a month, which is a pretty long time. But first, today you may have off of work and don't even know it. And why is that? Because today is Casimir Pulaski Day here in Illinois. It's a holiday that's really only here in Chicago, Illinois. Now, Kenzie, you have to work. You have to stay here. So
I've never heard of that. Casimir Pulaski?
Casimir Pulaski?
Casimir.
Yeah.
So not like the fabric, not cashmere. You're not just saying it like that?
No.
What is Casimir Pulaski?
It's a person.
Oh.
Casey, have you heard this? Maybe people haven't heard about this.
I really haven't. What is it?
Well, I know Mr. Pulaski because there's a song about him. There's a Sufjan Stevens song about him on an album all about songs from Illinois. So I know but that's my only frame of reference to it.
I've heard that song. I know that song. So Kenzie, today, Casimir Pulaski is a hero of the American Revolutionary War, a cavalry officer born in Poland. So our great Polish people here in Chicagoland, more Polish people here than in Warsaw, or outside of Warsaw, I should say, in the world. But he's praised for his contributions to the U.S. military and the Revolution. He's the father of the American cavalry. That's basically what he is.
What a title to have, by the way.
I mean,
can you imagine being the father of the American cavalry? What that would do to your ego?
There's only so many things you can be a father of.
Name them.
Like how many things I could
Kids.
be the father of kids.
Nailed it. What?
It'd be great if more of them showed up, the fathers.
Oh my God.
That's why it's an honor when there is one.
That's right.
Wow, amazing to meet you.
You could be father of the pizza roll, let's say. Somebody had to be the father of the pizza roll. I don't know who that is. We can make a Google search on that and see who would be the pizza roll.
Gretchen Wieners, the father of toasters through it all.
Yeah, there's only so many things you can be the father of.
Gino Paolucci, father of the pizza roll.
Aren't they called Gino's Pizza Rolls?
Well,
there's a brand, Gino's Pizza Rolls?
I only know Tostino's.
Yeah.
Sorry, I go name brand with my pizza rolls. I don't support local businesses.
Notoriously, that's what you do. What's his name again?
Gino Paolucci.
Okay, well, I mean, it's great. We'll take another day to honor him because it's Casimir Pulaski Day.
Mm-hmm.
So how do a lot of people actually have this day off work, and why is it only in Chicago?
Because it was elected in Illinois to have this be a holiday in the first Monday in March. March 2nd now we are today, but the first Monday in March. So city and state offices are closed today. So if you have a work at one of those and they show up to work, you may not have to. I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Get your license renewed. Good to know.
Yeah, city and state, they observe this. Now, I looked back at this. Illinois schools used to honor this, and they used to have schools off. But in 2012, Chicago elected to keep schools open on the first Monday of March.
Wow.
I don't know if the Burbs, is Tristan going to school today?
Yes.
Okay,
so he hasn't had a full day of a full week, of scheduled school since winter break. That's how many days off they've had. So maybe that's what they need to take. A lot of teacher and student days over here.
Living his best life there in Elgin.
I know. I don't know what to do with this kid.
But
off again?
But in 1995, they passed legislation allowing school districts to request waivers for certain state laws, opening the possibility of schools staying open on Pulaski Day. And then that's what happened eventually in 2012. Took a lot of years to get there, but they did. But some used to be closed on Casimir Pulaski Day.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but offices, like the federal offices, are closed today. So I don't know.
They're
Maybe
still observing the holiday.
that's I guess Cook County.
I, for one, am disgusted that we're at work and we're not observing this holiday. He's the father
of what?
the war. I mean, what the hell?
He's the father of the war.
Of the whole war, and
Yeah.
we're not going to honor him?
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
Tell me more about Casimir Pulaski.
I mean, what more is there to say? I think I summed it up.
I mean, there's probably one other anecdote you could give us. I know there's not much more that could be said, but there's probably one more thing that could be said
he's
coming
the
from you.
star of one of Case's favorite songs. So there's another tidbit.
Feels
I
like a
mean, how much
stretch.
do I have to say?
One more thing, because that was a reach, because Case mentioned the song.
I know the song. I don't know if I would call it one of my favorite
One of his
songs.
favorite songs is Casimir
One of my
Pulaski
favorite
Day.
songs.
It is.
I mean, Kenzie, what else could be said about him?
I mean, he brought the victory that needed to be brought.
That's actually pretty good.
So, suck on that.
Now, Nicole checked in and said the only thing I remember about Casimir Pulaski is that he died on a ship and he was thrown overboard.
Oh, that
Well, that
sucks.
doesn't honor him a lot.
Well, remember I said I want that? Like, I kind of want to be, how did I say I was dying on
That's
it?
what you said you wanted.
Something about I wanted to be
You
thrown
said
in the
you
water.
wanted to be thrown in the river whole when you die.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to be cremated. You wanted the whole body to bob around.
Yeah,
But then
we-
once you're in the water, you want to be set on fire like a Viking funeral.
Yes. I guess they didn't set him on fire. They just threw him out. But that's what Nicole
Did
remembers
they
about him.
kill him or by throwing him over?
Seems suspicious because he was only 34 years old.
Oh, that's nothing. Oh, my God.
What do you mean it's nothing?
Well, that's so young. That's so true. I didn't know he was that young. That's so sad.
I didn't mean to throw you off today.
Oh, my God. I thought he was in his 80s when he died.
He was like a baby.
Oh, God.
I mean, his picture in Wikipedia is a painting. So you don't have a there's no cameras. Because, now again, he lived 1745 to 1779. I don't know what the life expectancy was around there. Like, so was 34 like an old man?
Yeah, I mean, 1700s, you're not seeing anything. And there's also nothing to do, so you might as well die young.
Do
Jesus.
you guys ever wonder who the
God,
first...
hold on. That's dark as hell. That's terrible.
Well, no, it's just, again, I always say if you lived before baseball, which came around in the 1800s, then there was nothing to do. You had nothing going on. There
I
were
don't know,
no
he's
hobbies.
at war.
He was at war.
There's a lot to conquer at that time.
Wait, okay. The average global life expectancy in that era when Casimir Pulaski lived,
So this is late 1700s?
I put 1750s in because
Okay.
he lived in the middle of 1750s.
Okay.
He died in 79. A great year, by the way.
1779?
1779.
You were in high school that year, right?
Yeah. We had a big kegger.
I think Prince wrote a song about that.
Well, he died and they made it Casimir Pulaski Day, so we had a kegger. That was a great October 11th. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So he lived to 34. The life expectancy around that time was 27 to
Oh,
36.
Well, this is why, okay, and it's not good, but this is why people were getting married when they were like, 12 to 15, because that was middle age. It was half your life.
He lived on the top end of the life expectancy at 34.
Wow.
God.
He died an old man.
I think of myself at 34. Like, I was still doing beer bongs at 34. I didn't even figure out what I wanted to do with my life yet. God, that sucks.
And then they threw him overboard? That's no way to honor a man who died at 34.
Yeah, but they must have been. The
They're
boat.
like, get his old ass out of here.
Throws Walker with him.
Get a senior living center.
The boat must have been full of dead people. They had to make room.
Yeah,
Because everybody was dying.
It took so long to travel by boat.
Did they all die?
We're only taking babies.
God.
You'd have to set sail with babies. They'd be elderly by the time they got to land.
There's no way.
Oh, imagine that. Imagine they used to travel by boat for like a year. That's a huge part of your life. Like, do you
God.
really want to go to this country? Like, you got to think about that.
There'd have been no one left on the boat. They all would have died of old age on the way over.
Insane. The ghost ship.
God. Poor guy.
Oh, my God. It's amazing. I say this all the time. It's incredible that anybody is alive. Just the odds, the fact that there's humanity still is crazy.
This is really, I didn't mean to take us this place here, but.
No other show's doing this, putting life in perspective the way this is.
Everybody's just saying happy Casimir Pulaski Day. We're diving in. And here's the thing. He died at 34, and that was the life expectancy then. We should be celebrating today that we're alive. Older than that. I am anyway.
I mean, how are we gonna honor him?
I was gonna say I'm not older than that.
Yeah, you guys are younger than that. But I'm happy today that I lived longer than. I mean, I'm not happy. I like him. I wish he would have lived longer.
I like him.
I wish he would have.
I have to say, every time someone brings up paintings of people, and it's like, oh, all that's here. We don't have photos. We only have paintings. I know that if I existed at the time, I would have been the first painting catfish. Because if I was going down in history and that's it, and it's a painting, I'd have been like, make my lips bigger. You know what? Bring, push those up. Make my hair super full. I would have been like face apping my. Why are you being honest on your painting?
So are you saying then you set up a date and then at the restaurant and a person showed up holding the painting and trying to find you at the restaurant? But do you see this girl? I can't find her.
You think that's you?
Bee stings on my lips.
That's you 5 years ago. That's not you now.
It's Brian and Kenzie, Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So there's a company that is using AI in a way I haven't heard yet. And I think you hear everything, we get very doom and gloom, but this is like a quantum leap in maybe invasion of our privacy. I'll let the news story from NBC talk about it more, and you can judge for yourself how evil this sounds and what company. Maybe you work for this company. Maybe you work in this field. It's coming.
Good morning, Patty.
Would you want an AI voice in your headset all day at work, built to assist you,
Looks like the women's restroom needs cleaning.
but also potentially
Wait a minute.
Ooh, that sounds horrible.
So you got a headset on at work, this job. We still haven't told you what kind of job it is, but you have a headset on, and then the damn thing tells you this?
to assist you?
Looks like the women's restroom needs cleaning.
How is that assistance? Assisting would be helping me clean it. You're just being like a naggy bitch. I'm like, I know.
It is the naggiest tone
Oh.
I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Looks like the women's restroom needs cleaning. Why aren't you in there, loser?
That's awful.
That was disturbing.
That was the worst thing ever.
So what kind of job do you wear a headset at? Well, let's go forward with the story.
But also potentially listening in on your interactions with customers. Well, that's what a new tool at Burger King plans to do, and it's
Burger King. Burger King is the culprit here. You're wearing a headset at Burger King, and if you work there, this is what's coming your way.
Well, that's what a new tool at Burger King plans to do, and it's causing quite a stir. The company's chief digital officer telling The Verge the new BK AI, named Patty, was listening for certain words like please and thank you.
I got to stop it there. They're calling it Patty.
Yeah, so you see what they did there.
Tell me what they did there.
So the joke there is that a bunch of corporate ghouls were like, what if we listened to our employees' conversations and then we named it Patty because you see burgers and they have burgers and Patty, and so it's named Patty. Do you see what? Isn't that funny?
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
You know what
I
this,
didn't clock that at all.
well, I'm glad we paused to explain it then. Because you might be like,
I did not feel that way.
what I see was saying Patty because Patty is fun. Right? Patty's fun. Oh, is the AI just checking it? AI just told me to stop talking about it.
Sounds like you need help. Oh my God, it's here.
I'd check your attitude.
Jeez. I'm wearing headphones. This is happening. Did our company pick up this AI?
Oh, I'm sure they have.
God. How
It
I'm
looks
dealing
like
with.
you should do 3 other people's jobs so we don't have to pay them.
You see by now we'll see if it chimes in again. See by naming it Patty, that's fun. Like the little delivery robots, and Kenzie thinks they're fun because they have cute eyes. They blink and it looks really cute, and she feels sympathy and empathy toward the delivery robot, which one day will run over her and kill her.
Yes.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Why won't kill me? I don't want to be killed.
Well, eventually all of us, but I know you don't want to be killed.
You're going
but
to start with me?
well, the robot that you think is cute, you'll let get too close to you, and eventually it will kill you.
Okay.
Before we continue with the audio, Claire brings up a great question that I hadn't thought about. Claire on the text line. How does the AI know when the women's restroom needs to be cleaned?
It must have a camera in there.
Oh, that's good.
Which is not good.
Sensors.
Very problematic.
I'll say.
We'll just put a guy on this to monitor.
Really good point. Maybe after a certain amount of flushes, and then so there's a sensor on the toilet.
The flush to clean ratio.
Yeah, it's not good.
Every company has one.
Yeah, but then again, it's not fair because some flushes are worse than others, as we know.
As we know.
We've learned that. All right, let's go back to the audio from NBC on what Burger King's doing with AI in the headsets of its employees.
The new BK AI, named Patty, was listening for certain words like please and thank you, so managers could see how their staff was performing on friendliness. The home of the Whopper getting flamed on social media.
Patty.
Clever. Getting
That witty bitch.
Friendliness. The home of the Whopper getting flamed on social media.
This is not a job that pays good enough for any sort of AI surveillance.
Or calling it peak
Now, who's
2020.
that?
Wait, is that an AI voice from the internet?
What's that?
No. Hold on. I'm the one that clipped out the news story. That's just an influencer who's complaining on his TikTok about this.
Okay.
Sorry for the confusion.
Well, that was because it sounded AI.
A little bit. But that's just the way that some people on the internet speak.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I agree.
Talk, be real. Talk real.
They talk like us.
Be real. Hashtag be real.
Yeah, damn right. Real talk.
Fakey.
Keeping it 100 over here.
Thank you for keeping it 100.
Period.
Any sort of AI surveillance.
Or calling it peak 2026 dystopia. Burger King providing NBC News with this video showing off the new tool.
Is there anything that needs my immediate attention? The team's friendliness scores this morning were the highest this week.
So that is an employee asking Patty AI, is there anything that needs my immediate attention? And the creepy robot voice coming back to it is saying that the team's kindness score is the highest it's been all week.
So they're supposed to feel good about themselves then because they were kind to everybody?
I guess because they said please and thank you. Yeah, this is the type of stuff that I always felt like we were warned about. We would make fun of communist countries and go, they have these credit karma scores where, people are watched and spied on and they have to behave. We're doing the same thing at the corporate level now.
This is communism. This is communism in Burger King right now.
More like communism, King. Am I right?
Amen, sister.
All right. So okay, thanks for explaining what was going on there.
Company telling us in a statement that the tool, listening for keywords, was used in limited pilot restaurants.
This is anonymized data, so it is not tied back to an employee, and it's really a coaching tool.
Bull crap.
I know.
Bull crap. Are you kidding me? They know every employee's headset. They're going in there like, Marge isn't being friendly enough. Let's get rid of her. Mm-hmm. There's no question that's what's going on.
Her name's Marge. She's going to be a real bitch.
I don't know why I came up with Marge.
Be nice to Marge.
I don't know.
What did Marge do to you?
You know Marge is going to be a handful.
And this is my issue with anything that's voice activated, is they go, well, we're only listening for certain keywords.
No, you're not.
But to hear those keywords, you have to hear everything.
Yeah.
So now Burger King is if you're an employee at Burger King in one of these stores, they are recording and transcribing every word you say.
Without question.
But then they say, we don't know which employee is saying what.
Oh, it's all fair and balanced, right? Bunch of crap. Okay. All right, let's go.
Bunch of crap.
And I like the Whopper too, man. Come on. What are you guys doing over there? All right, here we go.
Commies.
You sound like Grandpa Simpson all of a sudden.
Come on, I like the Whopper.
I want a Whopper.
I like the Whopper. Come on, guys.
Hey, get it together.
All right, here's the end of the NBC story on this AI situation.
And it's really a coaching tool. It's about ensuring that we raise the hospitality for the overall restaurant.
The company also saying, we believe hospitality is fundamentally human.
What?
Well, they don't
What does that
because
even mean?
hospitality's not human because you're putting a person in there. Everybody's like, they're not humanly doing it out of themselves saying, hey, happy.
Wow. Please stop talking. I'm going to give you an opportunity. I would just like you to a hard stop.
Wait, let me start over.
Because
No,
that did not sound
you know
human.
what? Don't even start over. I want you to trash the entire thought. What do you mean it's fundamentally human? Obviously, it's humans. Hospitality is humans helping humans.
But my point.
What a gobbledygook of nothing. We think talking's fundamentally human. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay, I got my thoughts together now. I think I was
Have
trying.
you gathered yourself?
Here's what I was trying to say, is that if you're being nice to people out of fear because the man is listening, it's not really genuine. It's not human in your nature. You might leave and be an a-hole to everybody after that.
You know what this is?
What is it?
This is adult Elf on a Shelf.
Oh, my God.
This is adult Elf on a Shelf. This is you're being watched, which there's a word for that kind of ruling. I forget what it is. But you're being watched, and based on your activities, you'll get punished or rewarded. This is adult Elf on a Shelf.
I think that's a great comp. I think that's exactly what that is. So not only is Kenzie right, but I'm concerned for Brian's well-being because if this is implemented to every Burger King, or let's just say every fast food restaurant, which you frequent, a lot of them.
I went this weekend to several.
Several?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time I passed one.
Not going to be with us for very long.
Every time I passed
I'm
one.
sad about that.
I'm glad you're sad.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to miss you.
But if AI agents are listening to the people at the drive-thru, this is going to kill small talk. And you love learning somebody's life story while ordering a Whopper.
Oh, my first question in the drive-thru was like, so how'd you get this job?
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, they're
what
like,
brought you here?
Look, that'll be 9:37. No. I mean, seriously, how'd you get here? Because I'm fascinated by it. I'm looking for a side hustle. I want to see if I can get in here and start working.
Should you take up a side hustle at Burger King?
Possibly. Oh, well, I would have, but I don't like this, so I'll have to go to someplace that doesn't do this.
You would get in trouble so fast at Burger King.
I kind of want you to get a job at Burger King just so you can fail the Patty AI assessment.
Well, I'm not cleaning the woman's room anytime soon. I'll tell you that much.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We just talked about Burger King using AI. Not so much like when you pull up, and a lot of people were talking about that. The drive-thrus will ask you if you have your code, and then a person jumps on afterward. This AI voice starts. It's not that. This is about the employees that work there having the headset on, and then it being monitored by the corporation in an AI device in Burger King called Patty, and making sure you're being nice enough. But it's not going to come back to the individual employee. That's what they said. It also can tell you to go clean the bathroom. KP checked in, who's currently a union pipe fitter, okay, but he said, I worked back in the day in fast food. If I had a headset back when I worked in fast food, I would have stuck my head in the deep fryer, is what he said. So I guess at one point in fast food, they didn't have those. He just, talked to people, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up until this very moment in history, our conversations weren't being monitored through the Burger King headsets.
I mean, I always saw those
You
headsets.
can't even tell a joke anymore.
Well, yeah, I thought those headsets looked kind of cool. I mean,
Oh, God, yeah. It makes me feel like a NASCAR crew chief.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They look awesome.
But now headsets, you don't want one anymore. I mean, we wear headphones in here, but you don't want a headset anymore. Kenzie, what do you got on the text line?
Well, Mandy texted in and said, my uncle was the president of Burger King in the 90s. He would have never approved of this. And I'm like,
God.
I don't think I know what that means.
To be the
president of the entire company?
Wait, is that our Mandy that texts in all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wait, she's loaded?
I don't think she's loaded. I think if he was the president of Burger King, that might imply that there was a bad falling out there.
I don't know. That money's got to trickle down. He had to make at least his paper before they threw him out.
Maybe they lost their fortune because of Burger King.
I got to talk to Mandy more often on the text line.
To try to siphon some money?
Maybe she's my side hustle. Her dad was...
Mandy is your side hustle.
She was president of Burger King, her grandfather?
Her uncle. He's making stuff up.
He's so excited by the thought of having a rich friend. He can't focus.
She was the president, her grandfather, and both were wrong.
Well, I heard president of Burger King, and I stopped listening to who it was.
Could you imagine being able to shake somebody's hand that you don't know and introduce yourself as, hey, I'm Brian, I'm the president of Burger King?
God!
That's better than being president of the United States.
We talked about Casimir Pulaski Day. He was father of the American cavalry. Mm-hmm. But president of Burger King?
Oh, my God.
Father of the Whopper?
Home of the Brave? By the way, Mandy checked in and said she's not loaded, so she can go F herself. We're not interested.
How do I just block her then?
You mean she's one of the poors like us?
Mandy, go find another station to listen
to. The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We have to get to a conversation about Chicago. You're going to be paying for something that you never had to pay for before. And let's just let the story on WGN lay it all out for you, because we actually talked something about this happening around the country, and people then chimed in with other areas of Chicago that had this going on. But we didn't expect this place to charge you for this feature. And here's a story from WGN.
The luxury outlet mall in Rosemont, a popular spot for tourists staying nearby and shoppers looking to land a deal at the high-end stores and offers. But a change recently taking effect and taking some by surprise.
It creates a hassle to get out.
The mall's owners confirmed the transition to parking operator Metropolis, which already has a big footprint in Chicago. You're supposed to register before you visit, giving your phone number, a license plate, and payment method. Even if you haven't, the plate reader still takes the information and the gate goes up to let you in, but getting out can take a bit longer. Many, including Max Foman, learning that the hard way.
Basically, it took me about 5 minutes to get out because it was a rental. I don't remember the license plate number.
It's still free to park for up to 1 hour. Anywhere from 1 to 3 hours will run you $13, 3 to 12 hours, $20, and between 12 and 24 hours will cost you $50. If you spend at least $100, your first 3 hours of parking are free with validation, but you'll need to go see guest services to get that taken care of.
Okay. Let's go through that in a second, all the stipulations. But first, this is now basically to make it very clear that you will now have to pay to park to go to the fashion outlets of Rosemont.
To spend your money.
To spend your money. And why do you go there? Why do people drive, like myself, why do I drive to Rosemont from downtown to shop? Because I'm getting a deal. And I loved that place to death. This place had a special in my heart. But the Nikes I'm wearing, I bought there at the Nike store there because they're cheaper than the Nike store on Michigan Avenue. Or even online. I couldn't get a deal like this on these Nikes I got, the Pegasus. I love them to death. I'm not going there now next time if I have to pay to park. It ruins my cost structure. I'm driving from downtown, and I have to pay to park, then I'm screwed.
Here's the deal. Sometimes if you have a free afternoon or whatever, you're like, you know what, I'm going to walk around when you're not looking for something specific and you actually just want to shop. I am not going to pay just to walk around because I didn't find anything, because it didn't have anything that I was interested in. Like, they are absolutely going to shatter their own value. This is going to push people to shop online more, which is like their biggest argument is, no, come to malls so we can price gouge the F out of you. It's like, why would I do that when I can get free shipping online and not pay for parking? And if there's not, like, it's easier to find something I'm interested in because I can type in exactly what I'm looking for. You know, it's absolutely absurd because, and I was just saying this to you guys, they're losing the value of, like, you know, when you go somewhere and it's like, this is a valued customer. Let's treat that. We're so happy they're spending their money here. Instead, everybody's like, take any cent you can from the customer. We don't care if they come back. We don't care if they have a good time or not. We don't care if we get a high recommendation. Just steal from them is like the new vibe from businesses. And it sucks.
It does suck. And I'll tell you what, whenever I go to the fashion outlets, I'd stop to eat somewhere in Rosemont afterward.
Yep.
And that's gone too. If I don't go, they're losing a big restaurant. A big one.
Mm-hmm. Take that, Shaq's Big Chicken.
Oh, I love Shaq's Big Chicken. Me and Case had a wonderful day there after the Renaissance Festival. We didn't go to the mall, but we went there.
Oh, we already had our gear on. We didn't need more Renaissance gear. We bought it ahead of time.
And I love going to Rosemont for all the stuff that's there. It's a nice little escape from the city. And do I want to go there now and pay minimum $13 to park?
That's insane. It's not even like a few dollars. Like, that's expensive parking.
Why didn't they start, if they're going to do it, why didn't they start at $3? Because it's a huge garage. That'd be like probably
a huge garage.
That'd be $1 million a day, I bet. I bet that'd be $1 million a day.
They're not making enough money. That's what's so frustrating about it. And they're going to, like, you know, if I was a vendor in that mall, I'd be pissed because it will lower business. It's just like, I don't want to spend money just to go. Like, that's insane.
I'm trying to look up how many parking spots they have in the Rosemont parking garage.
Well, I don't want to take the side of the parking lot all of a sudden, but if you claim there's 1 million people or $1 million made at $3, that would be 333,333 customers a day.
Okay, guess what? I got the number of parking spaces.
I'm listening.
There's 2,820 spaces. Okay.
That's a lot of spaces, but less than I thought, actually.
Let me see, because it's a big-ass garage. Kenzie's been there a bunch. Have you ever been there?
It's almost
I know the garage.
You've been to a garage, a parking garage?
I know that parking. I've been to that fashion outlets. I love getting a deal.
Okay. Kenzie, you've been there? You know.
Yeah, lots. Much closer to my house. So that's almost 3,000 spots. But that's not once a day, because think about it. People are buying those spots. People are in and out. They're there for an hour. They're there for 2 hours. Those spots are getting reused and recycled all day.
Let's say, how many people do you think go through there a day? 10,000? Is that too many?
That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of people. At
Okay,
a
let's
mall?
be more. Let's say 6,000.
Okay.
Let's say each spot technically, because some spots are going to get used like 4 times. You know what I mean?
Right. So 2,820 spots times $3 a spot times 6,000 people. That's $50 million. What did I do wrong?
I think he did something wrong.
Wait, is that right? Am I doing right? The math?
I blacked out when you started talking about numbers.
Right. So it's 2,880 spots, right?
2820.
Okay, 2820.
Yep.
Let's just say. Why are you laughing already?
Go ahead. Let's see if
I'm
Kenzie.
laughing that Brian hit the breaking news music.
So let's say. Wait, how would I do this?
I know. I didn't figure it out either.
So, okay, this is what we're going to do. Let's say times 2. Let's say every spot gets used twice. Let's do times 2 on that.
Oh, I
okay?
put the 3 for $3.
Right. So, but I'm saying, so that's 5,640 spots. That's how many people are at the mall. Let's say that.
Okay.
So that's times that by 3. That would be $16,920.
Not as good as $50 million.
No, now I see why they're charging $13. That's way better.
That's almost $17,000 a day for park. As if they're not making enough money.
And that's from nothing because it was free before. So that's all of a sudden, imagine getting a $16,000 a day raise all of a sudden.
Yeah, mind you, like think about like the price goes up per hour. So like they're getting, at one point it's $50.
Yeah, well, here's the deal. Let's go through the stipulation of those. So what it is for the first hour is free. But by the time you park and walk in, that's an hour. Like by the time you get
do stuff.
You can't do anything in an hour.
They're probably gonna do stuff like throw up like roadblocks. It's gonna be like impossible to get out of there.
When you walk in the mall now, there's a Ninja Warrior course that you have to do just to get to the stores.
I don't buy it.
Do you think they take all their employees and say crowd the door? So you have to like walk through and like, oh man, the elevators are all taken.
What's gonna happen is as you're walking out, the little like alarms go off. They're like, sorry, we have to search all those, and it's gonna put you just over an hour.
So the first hour free, that's a bunch of BS because there's no way you can get in and out of there in an hour and have fun. Or like Kenzie, if you just want to go walk around.
Yeah, the fun factor is the important part. You can speed through anything, but that's not fun.
Well, when I used to get zip cars back in the day before I didn't have a car for a while and I got zip cars, I used to run in stores because I tried to make it so I could have the car for only under like 2 hours, let's say, and do all my shopping because they charge you by the hour in zip cars you rent. But I can't do that. I know I can't do that in an hour.
You own a car now. There's no reason to run in and out of stores.
I still do it for exercise.
Of course, naturally.
So 1 to 3 hours is $13. But free validation was spending over $100. So if you spend $100 plus, you can get validated and then it'll be free.
The problem is that I know when they explained this in the WGN audio that we played, you have to go to guest services to get validated, and I'm just not doing that. And that's how they're going to get me. I'm going to spend $100 plus $13 because there's no way I'm going to guest services, which will take more time to be like, hey, so sort of had a big day at Abercrombie. If you guys could pay for my parking, that'd be great. It's not happening.
Well, imagine if you went to like 5 stores. You have to pull out every receipt, and they're going to have to add it up on the calculator. Because what if you're like, I spent 13 here, 12 here, that you're trying to add it up? It should be if you bought anything. If you purchased anything, you should get free parking.
That's a good idea. Because
it shouldn't be the $100 because, like, if you're at $99, let me go back and buy one pretzel. I mean, this whole thing's insane.
Well, 3 to 12 hours is $20. So imagine you're in that line at like 2.5 hours, and they're trying to add up, and you're like, come on, you're adding like Brian added on the air. Here's the calculator. Let's go here. Let's go. And then by the time you get to
there's a huge line that puts you in the new tax bracket.
Yeah, all of a sudden you run your car, and like by 1 second you miss it, and you got to pay the $20, even you would have got free in the 1 to 3 hour range.
And there might be a situation where you're in your car at the 2 hour, 50-minute mark, but there's such a line getting out of the garage of all the people that are paying that it bumps you over the 3 hours. And then
Case, you know what? People are going to die.
I was going to say, imagine the road rage.
This is people are going to die because of this. This is insane.
One thing I do when I'm driving with Megan that drives her nuts is when we're going somewhere and somebody is just kind of pitter-pattering in front of us, like really slow, even though there's no one in front of them. They're on their phone driving. And I go, look at this guy. Da, 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 da. He can't move. I would literally strangle someone if they're in front of me. I have to pay $20 instead of free.
But think about the guy from the news story. He was in a rented car because he's traveling, so he doesn't know the license plate number. So to pay, he has to get out of his car, look at the license plate, type it into the app. That's 15 minutes right there.
This is screwed. This is so
unbelievable.
And the time span on that is 3 hours to 12 hours, right?
3 to 12 is $20, but if you get that validation 1 to 3, the 13 becomes free. That's where the fights are going to happen, that 3 hour range. Which is you go there, I'm spending that much time there. It's 2 floors. There's so many stores.
This is going to hinder them This is going to stop business because you're not going to like meander. You're not going to be like, actually, let's get lunch here. You're going to be like, no, let's leave because if we hit 3 hours, let's do lunch somewhere else. Let's not go in that extra store. People are going to leave because of the time requirement. It's the dumbest thing. You're forcing people out of the mall because I would never be like, oh, let's eat in the food court now if I'm about to hit 3 hours.
Yeah, sometimes you got to sit down and let the Orange Julius hit. You know what I mean? That Panda Express.
Not gonna do that.
Yeah,
you're going to be
brutal.
like, let's get our few things that we know we want. Only go in the stores you want. Don't go in any extra stores because then we're going to pay this much. Like, it's going to stop business. I'm not going to be like, oh, let me try all these clothes on. No, because I'm going to have to pay to try them on, essentially.
Yeah, that's right.
This is ridiculous. Like, never mind.
Now, the only rate here that makes sense for this whole new rule here at the fashion outlets of Chicago and Rosemont is the 12 to 24-hour parking. It's $50 to park 12 to 24 hours. Now, if you're there for 12 to 24 hours, you should pay $50 to park. I mean, come on now. Take a look in the mirror.
Take a look in the mirror.
Take a look in the mirror.
If you're in a mall that long, that's on you.
They're not even open 24 hours a day.
It's not a steak and shake.
Like, what are you doing?
Get out of there.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.